Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. My name is Anna.
And I'm Ben. Hello, Anna. Hello to all our listeners, too.
Today, we're talking about friends. Honestly, friends are one of the most beautiful parts of life.
Totally agree. They make us laugh, they support us, and sometimes they even challenge us to grow.
Right. Some friends stay for a short time, some stay for many years, but each friendship leaves something special behind.
Exactly. Do you think everyone needs at least one close friend?
Yes, I do. Even just one true friend can make life so much brighter.
I like that. So today we'll share personal stories, our favorite memories, cultural differences in friendship, some tips on keeping friends, funny stories, and finally, a little conclusion.
Sounds perfect. Talking about friends always brings back warm memories.
Me too. Okay, let's start with our own experiences.
Ben, who was your first close friend?
My first close friend was Tom. We met in elementary school.
Oh, during school. How did it happen?
It started with soccer at recess. We were on the same team. At first, we just played together.
And then you became close?
Yes, slowly we shared secrets, homework tips, even had small fights.
Fights too?
Yes, but those fights taught us about honesty and trust.
I love that. Childhood friendships often teach important lessons.
True. What about you? Who was your first close friend?
Mine was my neighbor. We spent afternoons playing and exploring our street.
That sounds fun. Did you always get along?
Not always. Sometimes we argued, but we still supported each other.
So you learned patience.
Exactly. And understanding, too.
Childhood friends are special. They grow with us.
Yes, some of my earliest memories are of laughing with friends over silly jokes.
Same. For me, music made my friendship stronger.
Music? Tell me more.
I had a friend who loved guitar. We played after school. Sometimes the music said more than words.
That sounds amazing. Friends often help us discover new sides of ourselves.
Right. Did any of your friends help you discover something new?
Yes, one introduced me to reading novels. At first, I wasn't interested.
And then?
Then I loved it. Storytelling became one of my favorite hobbies.
See? Friends really change us in ways we don't expect. Anna, what's one of your favorite memories with friends?
Hard to choose, but maybe a camping trip with classmates.
Oh, what happened?
We cooked together, told scary stories, and stayed up to watch the stars. It felt magical.
That sounds incredible. I remember a beach trip with my closest friends.
What did you do?
We played volleyball, built sandcastles, and ended the day watching the sunset. Simple but unforgettable.
Yes, sometimes small, ordinary moments become the best ones.
Like laughing together after making mistakes.
Or helping each other with homework projects.
Exactly. Friendship isn't only about big adventures.
It's about everyday support and little gestures, too.
I remember my friends surprising me with a birthday party once.
Oh, really? How did you feel?
Shocked and happy, I realized how much they cared.
That's beautiful. My friends and I also made surprise cakes and cards. Even if they weren't perfect, they were full of love.
Those are the memories that last.
Ben, do you think friendships around the world look similar, or do you feel that they change depending on the culture people grow up in?
I think they change a lot depending on culture. For example, in some countries, friends are very expressive. They hug each other, they talk on the phone almost every day, and they don't hesitate to share their deepest feelings.
That sounds warm and open. But I guess in other places, friendship feels very different, right?
Exactly. In some cultures, friendship is quieter and less direct. People may not use words to show their care, but they express it through actions. For example, helping you carry something heavy, staying late to support you, or even just walking with you silently after class.
Oh, like in Japan, where friends often show loyalty without many words?
Yes, that's a perfect example. They might not say, "I love you, my friend," but you know they care because they're always there when you need them.
I really admire that. In Italy, I noticed something different. Friends can spend hours at a cafe, just drinking coffee, talking, and laughing. They treat time together as a celebration of friendship, not just a casual meeting.
That sounds wonderful. In my country, it's more common for friends to meet through school or sports teams. The bond grows over shared experiences, like studying together, playing games, or joining clubs.
And do those friendships usually last for a long time, even after people grow older?
Many of them do. Some people remain close for years, even after they move away or start working. It shows how strong those early bonds can be.
That's really nice. I've also seen that in some cultures, friendship is almost like family. Neighbors grow up together, families know each other, and the friendships are passed down through generations.
Yes, and I think that's very meaningful. Some places even celebrate friendships with special rituals like Friendship Day, where people exchange cards, gifts, or simply send messages to remind their friends how important they are.
I love that idea. It shows that even small gestures like sending a message or giving a little gift can make a friendship feel stronger.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if it's through big celebrations or quiet loyalty. Every culture has its own way of saying, I care about you.
And in the end, no matter where we come from, the heart of friendship is the same: connection, trust, and support.
Yes, different styles, but the same human need. That's what makes friendship so universal.
Ben, friendships are precious, but sometimes they're not easy to keep. What do you think is the most important thing to maintain a strong friendship?
I'd say communication. If you don't talk, misunderstandings can grow. Even small updates like, how was your day? Or did you eat yet? Can keep a friendship alive. What about you?
I agree. And I think spending quality time together matters a lot too. It doesn't always have to be a trip or a big plan. Even a short coffee break or a walk in the park can make friends feel connected. Do you usually do that with your friends?
Yes, sometimes we meet just to have lunch or even to sit in silence, and it still feels meaningful. Another thing I believe is important is showing appreciation. Just saying thanks for being there or remembering their birthday shows that you value them.
That's so true. I love surprising my friends on their birthdays with a little cake or even just a handwritten card. It's small, but it makes them smile. Have you ever done something like that?
Once, I made a playlist for a friend because we shared the same taste in music. It wasn't expensive, but it felt personal. They still listen to it today, and it reminds them of our friendship.
That's really thoughtful. I also think being supportive is key. If a friend is going through a hard time, just listening carefully and not judging makes them feel safe.
Exactly. Sometimes it's not about giving advice, but just being there. On the other hand, celebrating their success is equally important. If your friend gets a new job or wins a competition, you should share that joy with them.
Yes, friendship isn't only about tough times, it's about happiness too. Oh, and I think respecting boundaries is also important. Even close friends need space sometimes, right?
Absolutely. If your friend says they need time alone, it doesn't mean they don't care. It means they trust you enough to be honest.
And finally, forgiveness. No one is perfect, and small mistakes shouldn't destroy a friendship.
Well said. A strong friendship survives ups and downs because both people choose patience and kindness.
So to sum up, talk openly, spend time, show appreciation, support each other, respect boundaries, share hobbies, and forgive.
Exactly. Friendship is like a plant. You have to water it regularly.
Now let's make things lighter. Ben, do you have any funny stories with your friends?
I have many. One time, we tried to film a cooking video together. Everything was fine until one friend accidentally dropped flour all over the kitchen. It looked like it had snowed inside the house. We couldn't stop laughing. What about you?
That's hilarious. For me, I remember baking a cake with a friend for her birthday, but we mixed up salt and sugar, so the cake was terrible. We laughed so much and ended up ordering pizza instead.
I can imagine the taste. Sometimes the mistakes become the best memories. Did it ruin the party?
Not at all. Actually, it made the party even more memorable. Everyone still talks about that salty cake years later.
I love that.
Once, my friends and I tried to shoot a DIY video in the backyard, but one of us slipped and fell into the pool with all his clothes on. The video was ruined, but the laughter lasted for hours.
I had a similar experience. In school, we used to play little pranks like switching each other's bags. It caused confusion, but it was harmless fun, and we still laugh about it today.
That reminds me of a time when my friend and I dressed up in the same clothes by accident. Everyone thought we planned it, but we didn't. We ended up pretending we were twins for the whole day.
That must have been so funny. I think these little moments, even the embarrassing ones, turn into the stories we remember most.
Yes, because they're genuine. No pressure, just pure joy.
And sometimes they even teach lessons. For example, teamwork, patience, or just not taking life too seriously.
Exactly. A friendship filled with laughter is a friendship that lasts.
So true. At the end of the day, those funny stories become treasures we carry forever.
Then, do you think friendships are always smooth, or do they sometimes come with challenges too?
Definitely with challenges. Even the closest friends can have problems. Misunderstandings happen, or sometimes one person feels left out. Have you experienced that?
Yes, I have. Once, I felt hurt because a friend didn't invite me to a gathering. Later, I realized it wasn't on purpose, but in the moment, it made me feel distant. Have you ever felt something similar?
I have. One of my friends once stopped replying to my messages for weeks. I thought maybe I had done something wrong, but later he explained he was just stressed and needed time alone. That taught me not to jump to conclusions too quickly.
That's such a good point. Silence can be confusing, but sometimes it's not about us. It's about what the other person is going through.
Exactly. Another challenge is when life changes. A friend might move to another city or start a new job, and suddenly the friendship feels harder to maintain. Have you ever lost touch with someone like that?
Yes, my childhood friend moved abroad. At first, we promised to talk every week, but slowly it became once a month, then only on birthdays. I felt sad, but I also learned that distance doesn't mean the bond is gone.
That's true. When I finally met an old friend again after years apart, it felt like no time had passed. It reminded me that real friendships can survive distance.
Another tricky thing is jealousy. Sometimes when a friend spends more time with other people, it can make us feel left out.
I know that feeling too. It's not easy to admit, but I felt jealous when a friend grew closer to someone else. But I realized friendship isn't about owning each other, it's about trust.
Exactly. I think the solution to most of these challenges is honest communication and forgiveness.
Yes, and patience. Friendships aren't perfect, but working through problems makes the bond stronger.
So challenges don't always destroy friendships, sometimes they make them deeper.
I couldn't agree more.
Let's talk about something bigger, the value of friendship in our lives. What do friends mean to you, Ben?
To me, friends are like a second family. They give me support, encouragement, and joy. Without them, life would feel much heavier. What about you?
I feel the same. Friends bring color to my life. Even small moments, like laughing over a silly joke, can turn a bad day into a good one. Do you have a memory like that?
Yes, during exams, I was so stressed I almost gave up. But my friend reminded me to take breaks, sent me funny memes, and encouraged me to keep going. That support helped me more than they realized.
That's wonderful. I remember when I was sick, my friend came by with homemade soup. It was such a simple act, but it made me feel cared for and less alone.
Exactly. Friends make us feel understood. Sometimes they see parts of us that even our family doesn't. Have you ever felt that?
Yes, with one close friend. She noticed when I was upset, even when I tried to hide it. She didn't ask too many questions, but just being there gave me comfort.
That's the beauty of friendship. It reminds us we're not alone in this world.
And it's not only about hard times. Sharing success and happiness with friends makes those moments even brighter.
True. A win feels bigger when your friends celebrate with you. And even failures feel softer when friends say, "It's okay, you'll do better next time."
So, the real value of friendship is that it adds meaning to our lives through laughter, support, and shared experiences.
Yes, without friends, life would feel incomplete.
I think we can both agree, friends make life richer and warmer.
Absolutely.
So, Ben, after everything we've shared today, what do you think is the biggest lesson about friendship?
For me, it's that friendship isn't perfect, but it's worth the effort. The laughter, the memories, even the challenges, they all make life richer. What about you, Anna?
I'd say it's about appreciation. We shouldn't take friends for granted. Even small gestures like a message or a smile can show how much we care. Do you agree?
I completely agree. Sometimes the smallest act has the biggest meaning. A simple thank you or how are you can brighten someone's day.
Yes, and I also believe friendship teaches us important values like patience, empathy, and forgiveness. These lessons stay with us forever.
True. I've learned that good friends help us grow into better people. They push us when we're afraid, and they stay when life gets hard.
Exactly, and even though friendships face distance or challenges, the connection doesn't disappear if both sides care.
Right. Sometimes months or years can pass, but when you meet again, it feels just like yesterday.
That's the magic of friendship. It crosses time and distance.
So, to all our listeners, maybe today is a good day to reach out to a friend. Send a quick text, make a call, or invite them for a coffee.
Yes, remind them that you value the bond you share. Friendships grow stronger when we nurture them.
And don't forget to laugh together. Laughter is the glue that keeps memories alive.
Couldn't have said it better.
Thank you, Anna, for sharing your stories today.
Thank you too, Ben. Talking about friendship made me feel warm inside.
And thanks to everyone listening. We hope this episode inspires you to cherish your friends more.
Until next time, stay connected and enjoy the gift of friendship.
And remember, life is brighter when shared with friends.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.